You're on.
I'm on.
All right, you want to say hi?
Hi, my name is Judy, and I live in Las Vegas. And I had my mini-gastric bypass, or my MGB for short, on Wednesday the 14th. That was my new birthday of March. And let's see, what should I tell you first? It was, in the beginning for me, a little bit uncomfortable with my neck and shoulders, and referred, what we call referred gas pains, I guess, because I had a lot of trouble with my shoulder and a pain way up into here. And I still, even though I'm, 6 days out, I still have that. I know when there's some trapped air or something in there because it hurts in my back and my shoulder.
Do I remember on the morning after surgery you were saying when you swallowed sometimes you'd have a burning pain in your chest?
Yeah, most of my burning has gone away, but first when I just even put water down, it was like I felt like there were jagged cliffs inside it and go ding, 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 you know, and I go, and where does it land?
You're absolutely right. If you think about it, you do have jagged cliffs because when you're under anesthesia, I grab a hold of the stomach and I staple it and crush it and sew on it, just like you know, a pair of pliers or tools. And so that stitched, sewn, stapled stomach will give you some of those odd, unusual, discomforting feelings. But generally, if you had to grade them between 1 and 10, and 1 being a paper cut and 10 is you're run over by a car, how would you grade the pains of that when you swallow?
They were tolerable, okay, but still, you listened to them. You had to stop. Like, I didn't take more than a sip of water, and I'd say, okay, let's see where it lands. And I just let it land and let, you know, that moment. It's nothing that you're going to jump up and scream, but it's tolerable.
But you can tell things are different inside.
Definitely, things are very different inside, and I'm learning that I listen to my gut now. My gut feelings, you know, I listen to it. Interesting, I wanted to share maybe the date, Wednesday, so Thursday, the day after surgery, when we had to all come down to this little clinic, like, you know, they came and got us real early. That morning, when I woke up, my head was really clear, and I had this sensation of, I'm free to be me. That's the feeling I had. It's behind me now. I am free to be me, whoever that me is going to be. And that when they brought me down, and I went in a wheelchair because of my weight, my age, I did not feel secure in walking. Even with a walker, I was using a walker to help me walk, but I had tremendous pain and problems and issues with walking. Just even walking in here to the parking lot or walking into a grocery store, I couldn't do that. I have to get the handicap card. That's how I was, you know, too young to be so old. I was so reduced by my weight in that I had to have help just because I couldn't walk.
That's before surgery. Now, how about this past week? Any better?
In the past day, I was able, day before yesterday, get out of bed and, you know, put my feet over. And of course I've noticed that my feet and my legs have, before they were like big stalks that went straight down, now they have some definition in my ankles.
Let's show that ankle again.
Which is major. Oh, what I didn't say is that I did lose 16 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Now again, that's an example of somebody who's a little sicker. In other words, your obesity is different than one person and another. Yours is different, and yours impacts you. It harms your heart and lungs and the other organ systems more. And so when we see this massive, what we call, the medical term is diuresis, massive diuresis, and the other term for that is just you pee a lot. You can't charge nearly so much if you write that on there. Massive diuresis. It sounds very, very expensive. Massive diuresis. So your body is getting rid of all that water. So ankle pains, joint pains, all these things are part of this process of recovery. And also, because you came to us a little heavier, a little older, a little sicker than some of our patients, your recovery might be a step behind some of our other patients. On the other hand, you may get more benefit out of the surgery because as you lose the weight, you're going to come a long way back from where you were on that path kind of downhill where you go from health back toward serious illness. So we're excited about how you're doing.
Well, what I'm learning is that I didn't run to the scale. Some of the girls ran to the scale the next day to see if they'd lost weight and they gained weight. Ha ha.
I can gain weight. You're pointing at the wrong person.
But, you know, I thought, I don't want my life to be controlled. It's always weight has been me, you know. I've been about weight my whole life. I don't want to be about weight anymore. And so I decided for me, I'm not going to be running to the scale. Today I had to come and I had to weigh in. That's when I'm going to meet the scale. But in the rest of the time, I'm just going to let my journey be, let this new plumbing take me down to my destiny, wherever it be. Que sera, sera. Whatever it will be. And I'm not going to be worried how much the pounds are falling off, as long as my gut says I'm feeling kind of good and healthy.